Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to our hotel where we will be analyzing year 2, quarters 1 and 2. So from January to June, we steadily increased the key performance indicators such as the GOP, which increased from 21 to 33%, and our RevPAR and TrevPAR increased accordingly. We also managed to seize the market by having 21% of rooms market share. However, we need to improve on our ROE, which is performing slightly below the average performance indicator. From January to February, our ADR and occupancy index fell slightly below the average performance baseline. However, in March, there was a dramatic increase in the occupancy index, which caused a rapid decline in the ADR's performance. Consequently, our RevPAR index have been performing well since January. It's slightly decreased below the average performance baseline, so we have to think about a new strategy to improve our indicators.
Good morning, everybody. The F&B department is doing well, hence the price remained almost the same. In low season, we decreased all the prices by €1, while in high season, we slightly increased the price close to the original.
Moving on to staffing. After we invested in the business center in January, we had to hire 3 additional people. Then we performed well, as we can see in the staffing report.
About the marketing, we can say that based on the BCG matrix, we are falling in the category of the stars since we own a high share in our market, and the growth of our market is also quite high. Moving on to the advertising, since we have smaller amount of money that we can invest in advertising, we had a bit of fallback and our competitor started to get a bit stronger than us in terms of the places. We used to have first, second and third places, but now in some segments we have fourth or even fifth place. About the facilities, we only invested in the business center in January, while in refurbishment we did some refurbishing both in the first and the second quarter of year 2. Moving on to the strategic analysis, I'm going to share the strength. We are really strong in advertising. Also, the competency of our staff is really good as well. The size of the market is quite strong. We are increasing the number of guest arrivals, and also we stand out among the competitive market based on the KPIs.
Speaking of weaknesses, we have a few, especially about ADR, which is still unfortunately below the baseline. Next is our budget, that we consider it's not enough to invest in new facilities. And the other one is ROE, which is below 1.
Moving to the opportunities, we request for the proposal, we investing in more opportunities and attracting more investors.
So finally, the threats could result from external factors such as competitors in the market, governmental policies, and also exceeding budget due to unforeseen circumstances, and finally losing our competitive advantage in advertising. Thank you once again for tuning in to our strategic analysis of Phôinix Sun Resorts. See you in quarter 3.